The journey of breast cancer is certainly difficult, but for some, it also has some happy moments. Pamela Laurenson shares her story of breast cancer.
Stories of breast cancer, brought to you by Cleveland Clinic, Florida.
I really didn't have any signs. I just have an instinct that something was wrong as soon as I found a lump in my right breast. My right breast didn't show anything to be suspicious until later on. I had a slight discharge. It was like a bloody discharge where it came to my attention, and then I went to the doctor. Once I went to the doctor, I got my mammogram done, and once that was done, we proceed to do the rest of the investigation because the lump was detected, but now what was next? Samples of the discharge was taken, and that is when they discovered that it was suspicious. After doing the follow-up, it was diagnosed with breast cancer. During your treatment, you never know what is going to happen because everything is in theory, you know. You believe that all the symptoms, they're inevitable and they will happen. Little you know, some of the symptoms you manage to skip, and well, it's an up and down from day one till after treatment. You had to, in my case, I had to overcome the fact that my hair was falling out, and I was putting on weight where, as in other cases, you lose weight. I was putting on more weight, and it wasn't a pleasant situation. Surgery isn't easy. I opted for a bilateral mastectomy where both breasts are removed. My doctors decided that was the best option considering it was an invasive carcinoma. In other words, the cancer could have spread quickly, and the prevention was the other breast. After a few months in my country, Honduras, where I'm from, I came back, and the recovery on another hand was more mental and emotional because, well, we live in a beautiful island, and it was easy to go out and meditate on the beach and walk around and have that support. And now, well, we were finally cancer-free, and the surprise was now I'm expecting. So it has been good news all around. A bit scared because of the pregnancy. It was like a short period of time, but doctors say that she's growing good. So the support was all over. And without hesitating, I can say that I was happy and fortunate to be living in the Cayman Islands because it's a small community and everyone wants to help, you know. This is fun to go back in time and remember how exciting it is to say that after your remission, you can say, now I'm pregnant, right? Going back in time, I remember my husband, at the time we were just dating, we were going out together and everything, and he proposed. And we were pretty excited about the wedding and everything, and sorting out our lives, getting back to normal. And when I came home and I told him that I was pregnant, he was in total shock. He's like, wow, another journey, something new, something different. I'm like, are we ready for this? And he said, yes, we're ready. So we went down to the doctor, we got our first scan, and I'll say the memorable, the best memory I've got of that little moment was when I heard her heartbeat. It was life growing inside of me. despite of having this diagnosis 2 years ago, almost three, it was just unbelievable. I think listening to your baby's heartbeat for the very, very first time after what you've been through is the most memorable thing. And I cried. I just couldn't help it. For all who's watching, I must say breast cancer isn't a death sentence. It isn't an old lady's disease. It's not a women's disease. It can hit anyone. We're seeing more than ever that it's something that is taken over, but it's not a death sentence. You're able to overcome it. You're able to work with it. It's not going to be easy. Even during your treatment, even during your surgery or whatever you have to go through, it's not going to be easy. But attitude is everything. I'm very sure that everyone who's watching is very aware of breast cancer. So the awareness during Breast Cancer Month is, in my case, I would say, if you've been through it or you know someone that is going through it, be there for them. And I don't mean just hanging out with them or whatever. Get informed and find out what is suitable for them to eat, or bring over something for them and make their day happy. It's about making them happy. It's not about us anymore, you know. It's about the fight and the journey.
The Stories of Breast Cancer, brought to you by Cleveland Clinic, Florida.
There are three major risk factors of breast cancer. Number one, your gender. Being a woman is the biggest risk factor for developing breast cancer. Number two, getting older. The older the person, the higher the risk, and more than 80% of cancers occur in women over the age of 50. And for men, they mostly get breast cancer when they're over the age of 60. Number three, a significant family history. This isn't very common. Around 5% of people diagnosed with breast cancer have inherited the BRCA1 or BRCA2 genes. There are ways to reduce your risk of developing breast cancer. Keep a healthy weight, exercise regularly, get enough sleep, limit your alcohol intake, avoid exposure to chemicals that can cause cancer. In addition, reduce your exposure to radiation during medical tests like mammograms, x-rays, CT scans, and PET scans.